Welcome. Today I will be paraphrasing, summarizing, and sharing for the August 3rd Al-Anon readings, Encouraged to Change, and a little time for myself. We'll begin with a serenity prayer and 3 mindful breaths. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. I'll take a minute and look this over. The question is, which of my thoughts keep me from living in the present? This person, this woman, was adopted and had feelings of shame. It kind of sounds like her adopted mother kind of made her, kind of brought on some of those feelings of shame, and she also grew up with an alcoholic father. Well, she found her way to Al-Anon, luckily, and she learned that if only, quote, if only, unquote, thinking isn't helpful. She would go back and think, well, what if I wasn't adopted by these people? What, if only. And what she found was that it's just an unproductive way of handling things. She says, just as unproductive of living in the past or the future, which is interesting. Today's reminder: we can let go of the if only thinking, and rather we can accept and enjoy our present day reality. The quote is from Al-Anon, Hope for Children of Alcoholics. Each day is a new beginning, and it can be whatever we want. So the question, which of my thoughts keeps me from living in the present? I guess when I see things that remind me of things, or if things pop up, I'm not sure I have a really good answer for this. Not that I ever have a really good answer. I'm just saying that nothing is really jumping into my mind. Which of my thoughts keep me from living in the present? Oh, well, actually, that I could have done things differently, or, things could have gone a different way. I mean, definitely thoughts like that pop into my head. But when I realize they're there, I try to, just stop and just be grateful, which is exactly what this is telling us to do. But I must honestly admit that it probably takes up more time in my head than it should. So I'm glad I read this. It's a great reminder. All right. I will take a minute and look this over. This is lovely. This is similar. This is about living in the present. Similar to this reading. So this person says that they initially were in great denial about having alcoholism in their family. And then when they realized that it was actually the truth, it became the topic of all their thoughts and all their conversations. And then they said someone at an Al-Anon meeting recommended that they learn to look back without staring. I love that. This person said that it's easy to lose perspective and to stop living in the present. It even says to feel trapped. So it's important to maybe look back because we can get some benefit, some positive benefit from it. But then it's important that we move on and live in the here and now. So they're saying that the passage ends with how the love and support in Al-Anon helps us to learn from the past rather than to place blame or to feel self-pity. Today's reminder: we can ask our higher power to help us to use our experience in a positive way to move forward. And the quote is from Aldous Huxley. It's not what happens to you, it's what you do with it. I feel like that's a famous quote. Of course I paraphrase, but that's pretty much like I feel like a lot of people have heard that before. And I definitely think it's true. And it's a good reminder. I love these books. I feel like there's so much wisdom in these pages. It's amazing. We'll close out with the Serenity Prayer and 3 mindful breaths. Here we go. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. Thank you so much for joining me today. I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Sending you love. Take care.